So this is kind of spontaneous, but I found out this mod, SimpleMG, has the Toyota MR2, which is what I actually drive for realsies, so I just have to see how it behaves in the game. Of course, I'm not going to drive it how I drive my real car. The whole point is because this is a video game, you can be a maniac and not worry about dying. So let's try to find it in here. Now mine is a 2001, not a 2003. It is the base model, the soft top, so that's what we're gonna start with. That engine sound isn't completely accurate, but it is reminiscent. How do I change the color to... Here we go. I want to make it the same color as my real one. There we go. I'm gonna set the tire pressure to the manufacturer recommendation, which I'm going off memory here, but I think it is 2632, 30 horsepower inline 4, and that is correct. Holy shit, my steering wheel. Okay, one thing that's... Yeah, the 900-degree steering lock is not accurate. The real car is 720, I believe. But that's kind of a minor gripe, and it might be adjustable. Handbrake isn't plugged in, probably for the best for this car. Oh yeah, there's no interior. The hood view is much better. Oh sh... What is this clutch? Oh, I think my bindings might be in it. Yeah, my binding... The pedals, they do the wrong things. The clutch is the gas. Technically, to make the clutch behave realistically, you need to have some dead zone. I forget. I had downloaded somebody else's settings at some point. But I guess for now it's better to have a naive setting than to not do it at all. I don't think my e-brake is plugged in. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's plugged in, but it's not firmly mounted to the desk. It's wanting to slip off just while I'm trying to bind it. Why is it on pause? Oh, now it repauses. Of course, I gotta turn all the assist off so I can see what would actually happen if I completely thrashed this car. So I should be able to stall it now that everything's off. Yep. This engine sound is completely wrong, by the way. I also feel like it's faster than the real car, but then again, I'm not used to flooring it. There's quite a bit of force feedback. It's kind of weird how familiar this POV is. Like, I used to stare at this hood all day, every day. I'm not usually going at highway speeds in second period. I'm actually surprised how controllable this thing is for a rear engine. Yeah, it's got mechanical grip for days. Let's see what happens when I try to be an idiot on purpose and just flick it. Well, the guardrail made me stop spinning there. You know, it's not actually that eager to spin out. And yes, this mod has no vehicle damage, so we just keep driving after an incident like that. But yeah, that was me trying to break the car. It doesn't help that there's not enough room to spin out on these roads. You just hit a tree first. Classic open diff launch. Why is the view not centered? I just wanted to go in third person and not be able to see where I'm going still. Okay. Yeah, I do not have the oversteer assistant on, so either the mod is unrealistic or this car is actually easier to control than I thought when you're thrashing it. In real life, I never thrash it like this. He says as he goes off the road immediately. I'm actually not sure what happened there. I kind of feel like my force feedback's fighting me a little bit. Maybe that's just the game simulating the inertia of the car. I know that's a FFP feature of Beam.NG. That was handbrake. So if you handbrake, you do get that pendulum effect. It's just like, no, we're gonna spin all the way out. As far as just power sliding it goes, it's pretty controllable. It just drives like a well-behaved rear-wheel drive car. Again, this is the mod. I'm not necessarily advocating for the real car here, but... That was a miscalculation for sure. This is why you don't drive hard in real life, kids. Oh, I think I felt some of the pendulum effect right there. Well, it's only going to 70, that's a normal highway speed. Well, let's, do that. Go 55 down this road like a normal person, because I feel like this would be a 55. Ignore the graphical glitches. The Linux version of this game is still early days. Vulkan renderer likes to freak out randomly. Yeah, this right here this is how you would actually drive this car on the road. Since this is a 2003, do I have 6th? No, it's still in 5. Does this car have traction control? Usually that skipping noise is TCS freaking out. Okay, let's see how it behaves if you launch like a normal person. Like. Be trying to drive into the dish. Yeah, if you drive it calmly, it behaves calmly. That's pretty accurate, actually. Like, this car isn't gonna just like randomly kill you through regular daily driving like a Ferrari would. It's even stable under a little bit of induced fishtailing. It's nice. He wasn't slowing down enough. Did not realize it was practically a 90-degree turn. Okay, let's go to a place that's not the highway. This is actually not a good map for city driving. Yeah, it's not quick travel. Let's just actually go there instead of driving randomly. That invoked a lot of ABS right there. Car did not like that. Not like the line press. Sure enough, there was a sharpish turn right after it. Like, if you're doing this in real life, it would be terrifying to take that sharp of a turn at 55. Alright, we're home, I guess? Oh, street course. Sure, let's try it. Why does the engine not start on? Come on. Okay. I did not know that was an IMG. Oh my god. Let's see, I guess you gotta assume everything's a 90-degree corner. What else would it be? Oh, it's not more than 1 lap. Apparently that was a 5-star lap anyway. I don't know what kind of vehicle it's tuned around, but... Okay, so... yeah, that was the base model. Let's try the other trims, I guess. I wish I knew what the difference between these was, aside from obviously the race is the fast one. The Tom's is gonna be like some kind of tuner version. Okay, the Tom's has a supercharger. Race one does not. I like how it tells me the weight, but not the horsepower. Because the Tom's has a supercharger, the Abflug. This thing looks like that one guy from SpongeBob, which I'll put on screen when I figure it out what what I'm talking about. So it's kind of ugly, but it's got a turbo instead of a supercharger. Well, maybe some of the other colors are less ugly. For some reason, I don't let me preview them. What's the top secret? Don't know. It's naturally aspirated. And hard top, I think, is just it's not the soft top. So this is the top secret. Okay, it's got the spoiler and the body kit. I think this is like the TRD stuff that you can actually get stock from Toyota, or you could if you had worded it that way. Let's see what's in here. It's still just the inline 4. Yeah, let's keep running the same tire pressures we've been running. I'm pretty sure 2632 is what's in the manual. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't read it in a while. You know what? We have the power of the internet. I can just look this up. Control F tire. Control F pressure. Control F PSI. Oh my god, I was spot on. It is 2632. Okay. I don't know why the mod runs 2424 by default, and that's not the manufacturer specification, but what do I know? Why would you swap a mod to V6 that has less power? Whatever. Let's just see if it drives any different. I mean, theoretically, the difference with this model is it has the aero kit in the spoiler. So it should have slightly more grip and speed, which is not going to help as much on the free course. But what can you do? Hold on, does this one have shorter gears as well? Or am I just gaslighting myself? That was some error. Oof, that was unhappy. Too much throttle on far exit. Wheel wasn't straightened out yet. Slam on the brakes for this 90-degree. That's what I actually said. Because we're playing SimpleMG, we're fine after we're hitting that curb too. Oh god, these narrow street circuits or something else sometimes. Oh yeah, you're going right. Oh. Alright, so that was probably a better lap time, but I also I've like seen it before now. It's actually... Okay, yeah, this is a new PB. Unless it's per car. We gotta drive this around a bit, not just do the challenge, because I gotta actually get this up to speed to really test it out. Not that there's a lot of places on this map where you can get up to speed. Yeah, this tune is a lot more oversteery, if you can't tell. And that might just be because, I swear, the gears are shorter, or there's more of them. This one might have the 6 speed. Of course, we're gonna run out of road before we get up to 5th gear, but that's 6. Yeah. Why am I still holding the pedal down? What am I looking at right now? It's so weird to see a crash without actual damage physics in Beam.NG. Okay, yeah, now we need to respawn. It's a miracle we didn't end up in the water, actually. Go here. Okay. 3, 4, 5... 5. It's not a 6-speed, so if the gears are different, they're actually just shorter. I don't know what all is different, but it's pretty clear that this one has more of a performance tune. Which makes me wonder if we should give that 2424 higher pressure config a chance. It's clearly a lot about this tune is not manufacturer specifications, so maybe shouldn't have messed with it, because clearly the way that it is meant to work with itself. So let's try it with 2424 and see what happens. Oh, it's still one-wheel peels. This thing has 5 gears, and you only need 3 of them on this map. I thought I'd be able to actually drift that. I forgot. The first rule of MR2 is don't try to drift. You must drive with grip when you're driving this car. It's just kind of weird. You'd think the sports tune version of this would grip more, not less. I mean, it's tuned for more oversteer. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean there's less grip. It's definitely less forgiving. I don't know where I'm going. Just dig a rut. New stop sign. New stoplight. I meant to go straight there, but okay. I'm trying not to go left is accidentally the perfect counter steer. Yeah, no, even without the front bias tire pressure, it still wants to oversteer on pretty much every single corner. Okay, let's go back to our little test track. Quick travel this time. What's the next model? Yeah, let's try the ab plug with the turbo. I want to see how much horsepower it has now. Plus 70 HP. Okay, so I could have... Oh, this one has an LSD in it. Okay, now that I know how to find out more about the car, I can go back to the other one for a second and see what it's got going on. Okay, so it's got an LSD, and that actually makes it less well-behaved. That's interesting. That's counterintuitive. Oh, it's got a more powerful engine. That's probably why it power oversteers more. Okay. So it's got an extra 40 horsepower. Here I thought it was just geared shorter or something. So I'm starting to see the theme here. This is the NA tune. This is a turbo. This is a supercharger. And who knows what the race version has, but we'll get to that one. So we're trying the turbo next. Yeah, no engine upgrades, but yes, turbo. That's the difference between this one and the top secret. Aside from the fact that it's butt ugly. But we'll drive it. Anyway, at least in the hood view, it looks normal. This is actually a good course. I just came across this randomly just while I'm doing this, but this is actually a perfect course for this car because, I don't know, it's not going to go 200 miles an hour down the freeway like a Ferrari. This is the kind of, I like that turbo voice. This is the kind of driving you would do if you could street race one of these. Oh. Unintentional J-turn. Does that even count as one, or is that just a 360? I don't know. Really careful with the throttle on this one, Jesus. You can definitely tell it's a turbo. Suddenly get all the power when you're at high RPMs. Behavior I'm not used to this car having. There's no room there. You have to either hit the pole or the curb. Put a little clutch kick to get the turbo screwed up. Totally great thing to do for your transmission. Of course, that's the fastest one yet. Okay, let's drive it around a little bit. You know it's a mid-engine turbocharged car when you're sawing at the wheel just to go straight. My god. It's freaking quick. If only it wasn't so ugly. Oh shit, we're actually using fourth gear. Oh shit, it's a turn. Very unstable under braking. Oh my god. Let's go off-road. Terrible idea in this car. Oh. Oh, my suspension. Oh. Oh, my bones. Oh, that's a dead end. Next car. The Tom's. This one has the supercharger, which, is more to my taste. I think this will be a little bit better behaved. Yes, shifter ICU trying to move off the desk. This one's a little less ugly, too. I'm still not a fan of body kits on this car, but oh my god, it's got fat cheeks. Okay. Let's just drive. Oh, that supercharger whistle. That's obnoxious. I forgot why people don't like superchargers. It's literally just the noise. Oh, I thought it would be better behaved, and then this is the one that I crash. This has less horsepower than the turbo, by the way. Oh my god. Why have you done this? Usually the difference you get with a supercharger versus a turbo is have more low end torque. And the problem with that is it's very twitchy. You get wheel spin a lot sooner than you're used to it happening. Like more than on an NA car. Evidently. I mean, that's the experience I'm getting just now. This is your live review. It helps if you put it in gear. God. Right at the very end that had that. Let's try that again. Try to not get a terrible lap before we move on to the race. I feel like I need to do the supercharger justice. Why does it not want to turn? It either turns too much or it doesn't. I stalled it. The game forced the parking brake on because it wasn't actually time to go yet. Like so focused right now, trying not to focus up. Okay, we've done it. Hey, that's the best lap time yet. I do also now have the most practice with this circuit. Okay, then yeah, the next one is the race variant. Dude, what do you have in you? Still the 1.4 liter inline four, but it's got the LSD race class homologation upgrade. Doesn't say how much horsepower it adds. There's no forced induction. Okay, it's an NA engine still. It's just a much better NA engine. Still the same gear ratio. That is to say the one gear ratio, because you can only change the final drive. I haven't been paying attention to the right height. I don't know if this is lowered or not. Yeah, let's just run it. No, theoretically, because this is a race car, it should be the most well-behaved, because they are usually designed to actually handle well. Usually. Sometimes they're death traps. We'll find out which one this is. Too much speed. I thought I'd be able to take the corner faster because it's a race car. Okay. Stop snapping! You can tell that it's gonna go wrong before it does because you can just feel the inertia of the car resisting you. It's like, no, I don't like switchbacks. It doesn't help in the track layout. It's basically forcing you to Scandinavian flick the car. It's just, it feels like you should be able to go through that switchback at full speed, but you can't because it unsettles the car too much. I think the race version might have better brakes. Or maybe it just feels like it has better brakes because it's got better tires and weight reduction. It just power shifted at the last second. This should be getting the best time, but that was terrible, so retry we will. For all we know, this is just a racing livery with some engine tuning, but it helps if we don't stall it on the launch. It just wants to keep turning. It's really hard to get this car to want to change direction once you've started cornering. Even there, like it just wants to go all the way around. It's like, for a car that wants to snap oversteer, sometimes they're like, please change direction. It's all that rear inertia, I guess. That was a lot of counter steering just then. Oh my god. Sometimes it's like I'm not even driving on pavement. Once again, slowing the wheel to go straight. He's just giving me a good lap in the race MR2. It's an NA engine and somehow it's the least controllable one yet. And lifted off the clutch while it was parked. It forces the car into the parking brake on when they're in the countdown, so... Oh, it thought I didn't have the clutch in. That's what's happening. Okay, so you gotta start in neutral. That's better. Brake before the corners. Drive grip, drive grip, drive grip. Don't drift, don't drift. I'm fully aware, by the way, that even my good lap times are terrible. I just want to do better than I did in the Supercharger. Seriously, fucking curb. Fucking bus stop. Look, OBS is still running. It's getting all this. It's getting my suffering. Okay. Please just let me get a clean lap. I tried to shortchange everyone. I didn't need to record the replay, but oh, for fuck's sake, stop thinking that I don't have the clutch in. Yes, I'm holding it in between loading screens. That doesn't mean that it's getting its state reset to default. Good lord. The car wants to oversteer so badly that you actually have to make snappy motions with the wheel just to catch the slides. It's not a gentle beast at all. Like, what I'm learning is if you get one of these, keep it stock. As soon as it gets even a little bit of extra power, you're fucked. Like, it will kill you. That was a cool looking finish, at least. 110, we matched the Supercharger time. I'm gonna consider that good enough, and we'll take it for a random drive. I was gonna say I almost lost it there, but then I did lose it. So the race car does have some of that inherent controllability of the stock model. It rewards throttle It is surprisingly controllable as long as you don't lift. That's why they call it lift off oversteer. The thing is, will you remember to do that if you panic on the ice in real life? I can't promise that I would, even with this simulator training that I'm getting right now. Change direction. It's totally how you should drive down a random neighborhood in real life. Okay, I don't think there's traction control. I think that skipping is the suspension having, it's either too stiff or has too high of a spring rate. So the wheels are bouncing up and down while it's sliding, and they're not making contact with the road 100% of the time. Or I might be thinking of too low of a spring rate. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see what happens when we go head on into a wall in SimpleMG. Rep AC. Is there any damage at all? No. We can drive away from that. That hill upset the car. It like unloaded the suspension and it just like didn't feel connected anymore. It wanted to jump, it didn't completely jump. The fact that the car got lighter in that moment still like did things. This is with LSD. Let's go back to the base model and see if having the LSD on it... Oh, it does have an LSD by default? What? It can only be an LSD or locked. You can't have the open diff. Huh. My real one that I have has an open diff, I'm like 90% sure. So the fact that that's not an option is actually strange. Alright, well then in that case the only thing left to try is the engine swap. Just see what it does. It's funny, it's a Mazda V6, but a Mazda V6 from what? What V6 actually fits in this car? Well, the base model still continues to be the most drivable, regardless of which engine's in it. Man. Did you see that? It like bounced back into shape. It's like SimpleMG is having trouble reconciling itself with the fact that Beam.NG wants there to be soft body physics happening. But the car is fine. It literally bounced back. It's invincible. So what happens if we just pull out all the options? Like, now that it's been unnecessarily tricked out, let's die, I guess. So I've put all the horsepower in it. You can definitely tell. Stop that! What if it has inertia? It does not want to turn it. What is that noise? Oh my god! This car is literally hissing and spitting at me. Wait, that was a full lock chemistry right there. You know you got too much power when all the weight is on over the wheels and it still wheel spins incessantly. I hope I can get the camera to point straight. Everything all the way up. VRA 15 hazard. If you see the flashing MR2 Spyder coming down the road at you, just dive out of the way. Try to be as far away from the road as possible because you don't want to oversteering someone just going up. I was going straight. It just wants to torque steer in every gear. This is literally what happens when you give a car too much power and don't do anything to improve the grip. I'm now driving at like half throttle just to not immediately perish. That turbo! Oh that was more of a turny turn than I was expecting. We've actually created a death trap. Do not put every single performance option into your Beam.NG MRS. You're not in for a good time. It drives much like a TVR Speed 12 at this point. So much wheel sawing to go straight. I've lost the match of steering wheel karate. Okay. Holy. I just want this thing to live. Okay, let's take it to the track. But we are gonna have to drive there. We're gonna suffer this. I'm like filled with fear and dread every time I hear that boost pressure go up. Because I know the car's about to flip the fuck out. Okay, that's what I was back in the right direction. I was not trying to run. That was just me eating the inside too much. Every time the boost comes on, it torque steers. Unless you're going at least 80 miles an hour, then you have grip because the rear wing kicks in. It's such a noisy turbo too. It's like having a creeper sneak up on you in Minecraft. You know you're about to die, there's nothing you can do about it except if you react really, really quickly. I actually feel like this car's going to literally explode at any moment. I actually counter-steered that successfully. Holy shit. And we overshoot our destination. Classic. Just gotta do a reverse burnout for the heck of it. Oh. I don't think we're gonna survive the street course. At least for this first run, we're not gonna restart just to see how many times I crash before it's over. Look at the fucking G-force meter. I got an assist from the trash can there. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't think we're gonna get a clean lap in this version, guys. If you drive into the trash can, that means you are trash. Instead of going for a good time, it's survival. It's like, how far can you make it? Fun thing is, the challenge puts the wheel on the screen so you can actually see just how much I'm chopping. It's actually hurting my wrists. Hopping the curb is fast, I promise. I'm about to drop my spaghetti just because we're close to the end. Jesus. Hey, best time yet. We can do it. Okay. I think that concludes the experiment. Did I just stall it on this fucking victory screen? Okay, no, it just got quiet for some reason. This will stall it. And, yeah, I'm gonna walk away from this coffin on wheels that we've created, because I've been traumatized now. Goodbye.